Amber Heard files motion to appeal verdict in Johnny Depp defamation trial. While we realize today's filing will ignite the Twitter bonfires, there are steps we need to take to ensure both fairness and justice, says a spokesperson for the actress. Ah, shit. Here we go again, folks. I guess Amber Heard didn't get enough when it came to being exposed for the abusive and manipulative fraud that she is. She wants another round, I guess. Also, my apologies for being tardy to the party. This came out a few days ago, but you know what they say, better late than never. Let's get into this. Amber Heard officially filed a motion to appeal the verdict in Johnny Depp's highly publicized defamation trial against her. Heard's legal team cited that the court made errors that prevented a just and fair verdict consistent with the First Amendment as the reason for the filing. Alright, we are barely into this article and already I am having a hard time dying from cringe overload, and I'm also having a hard time trying to maintain my composure and professionalism. My god. It's also a pretty bold and imposing statement that they made, aka courts made errors that prevented a just and fair verdict consistent with the First Amendment. I really truly hope that they have the evidence to back that up. They made the statement, burden of proof is on them. We are therefore appealing the verdict, her team wrote in a statement issued to EW on Thursday. While we realize today's filing will ignite the Twitter bonfires, there are steps we need to take to ensure both fairness and justice. Don't you just love when statements are riddled with buzzwords like fairness and justice? Well, I'll give you a little reality check there, Amber Heard stands and defenders. There was fairness and justice when it came to the outcome of the Amber Heard Johnny Depp trial, as Amber Heard got exposed for the fraudulent, manipulative abuser that she is, and Johnny Depp cleared his name and had his story told to the entire world. And it was a very big statement as well that men can be abuse victims. Did you ever think about that? No, because it would ruin your skewed narrative. A jury in Fairfax County, VA ruled in June that Heard intentionally and maliciously defamed Depp when she wrote her 2018 Washington Post op-ed, which detailed her experiences as a domestic violence survivor. Depp was awarded $10 million in compensatory damages and $5 million in punitive damages. The judge later reduced the punitive damages to Virginia's statutory cap of $350,000. Heard earned a small countersuit victory of $2 million in compensatory damages. This right here, ladies and gentlemen, is textbook manipulation and abuser behavior. Notice how she herself details her, quote, experiences as a domestic violence survivor, and this was, of course, in reference to Johnny Depp. And here's the thing, is that even now, to this day, there are people still willing to defend this witch. Like, it just boggles my mind. This is also a textbook example of what a gaslighter and abuser will do. They will try to make themselves the victim and make their victims feel like the abuser, feel like they are in the wrong. You're not fooling anyone, honey. You ain't fooling me. I'm heartbroken that the mountain of evidence still was not enough to stand up to the disproportionate power, influence, and sway of my ex-husband. Heard said following the verdict, adding, I'm even more disappointed with what this verdict means for other women. Oh my god, I'm not even done with this article and I already feel nauseated. Amber Heard, would you please shut the hell up? The only reason you're heartbroken is that you couldn't get away with all of the abuse and manipulation that you have been doing for years at the expense of Johnny Depp. You got exposed as a fraud, a liar, and an abuser. You also want to throw around statements like, I'm heartbroken. I'm even more disappointed with what this verdict means for other women. Man, shut the hell up. You have absolutely no idea what heartbreak feels like, and you do not speak for other women when it comes to this. In fact, I would even argue that you make abuse victims look even worse than what they already do and what they are already going through. You essentially hijacked the Me Too movement for your own gain and benefit, and that right there is one of the big reasons why the Me Too movement has the reputation that it does today, and it's a damn shame too, because originally the movement was meant for abuse victims, and it should be meant for abuse victims, not for liars, manipulators, and abusers. Abusers like you have already done the damage. You've already done more than enough as it is. You don't need to hijack someone's voice and movement for your own gain. That is just sinking things even lower. Like, we're not even in the Atlantic Ocean anymore. We're in the fucking Marianas Trench. Like, I can honestly keep going and going and going because there is a lot that I want to say, but let's keep going through this article and respond accordingly. Depp said he was truly humbled in his own statement. Speaking the truth was something that I owed to my children and to all those who have remained steadfast in their support of me. I feel at peace knowing I have finally accomplished that. And Johnny Depp's stance isn't just for one single person. Like, this goes well beyond the scope of one person defending themselves. This right here is a message to all of the men that have been abused out there. You're not a coward because you've been abused. You know, the thing is, abuse knows no gender. It doesn't matter if it's a man on woman, woman on a man on man, woman on woman. You get the idea. Abuse is abuse. End of. And the fact that Johnny Depp finally was able to defend himself and share his side of the story, it's inspirational for a lot of men out there that have felt the need to remain silent because they would otherwise look and feel like not a man because of them coming out with their abuse that they received from women in the past. And the fact that Amber Heard is trying to drudge all of this up again, it just really shows that she herself just cannot let things go. She wants to get the last laugh in, and Johnny Depp just wants to move on from this. It's like Amber Heard doesn't want Johnny Depp to forget about her, which I highly doubt he ever will. The appeal filing comes after a judge denied Heard's motion for a mistrial earlier this month. Heard's legal team cited juror fraud, alleging that a member of the jury on the trial was not actually called to serve for duty. The two jurors who resided in the same house have the same name, the legal team said in court documents. And here we go again, ladies and gentlemen, with more bold and imposing statements and accusations. I love how they tried to make claims alleging that a member of the jury on the trial was not actually called to serve for duty, and they're also throwing around things like juror fraud and mistrial and all that stuff. Like, you have got to be kidding me. Like, where is your actual admissible evidence to back up any of these claims? Well, here's a spoiler for you. You have none. Presiding Judge Penny Azkaret dismissed the motion, which Depp's team called desperate and frivolous. When reached for comment on the appeal Thursday, a spokesperson for Depp told EW the jury listened to the extensive evidence presented during the 6-week trial and came to a clear and unanimous verdict that the defendant herself defamed Mr. Depp in multiple instances. We remain confident in our case and that this verdict will stand. They definitely got that right. It was desperate and frivolous. Like, I don't know how else we can really go about explaining and describing this situation. It really truly is a sad and desperate attempt at trying to drag Johnny once again through the mud, even though he was proven to be the victim and Amber the abuser. I also want you guys to pay attention to this. This right here is another example of BS sexism and double standards. Even in the face of truth, just listen to this. Johnny Depp was asked to step down by Warner Brothers Pictures right after the UK verdict. Why hasn't they done the same to the defendant, who was found guilty of defamation of the same accusations? And this right here is in reference to Amber Heard's role in the Aquaman series. Johnny Depp was completely cut and lost so many movie roles and opportunities because of the slander, yet even though Amber Heard was proven beyond a shadow of a doubt that she was in the wrong the entire time, she doesn't face as harsh of consequences. Let that sink in. There is a reason you see Amber's name trending on Twitter next to every day if it's not actually every day, because this individual is sick in the head, and she deserves consequences. And just to kind of wrap up this video, ladies and gentlemen, I want to leave you guys with this quote from Amber Heard. "You didn't get punched. You got hit. I'm sorry I hit you like this, but I did not punch you. I did not fucking deck you. I fucking was hitting you. I don't know what the motion of my actual hand was, but you're fine. I did not hurt you. I did not punch you. I was hitting you. And that right there, ladies and gentlemen, is another example into the absolute warped mind of Amber Heard. How can anyone defend her? Regardless of it being a hit, punch, kick, elbow, it doesn't matter. You struck someone with the intent to abuse them. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we made it through. I think that right there is enough discussion of Amber Turd for one video. What do you guys think about all this? That's gonna be it for the video, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you guys very much for watching. Thank you for your time as well in viewing this video. Have yourself a damn good one, people, and I'll see you next time.